over Byron and Logano. Las Vegas is a town of odds and numbers. Oh no!
Kyle Busch.
FLM is in trouble. That's the big money talk.
And it's also getting into turn 3 spin out right there, just like I was talking.
Going into this practice.
Guys, I believe he had a left rear flat, or the left rear was going down on that car.
Yeah, it did. Right there, you saw it set down.
Yeah, he had run 9 laps, and yeah, you can see it was definitely getting soft because it just swapped ends.
So now the question is, Larry, to you, is that a product? Did he run over something on a racetrack and cut it? Or are these guys looking for long run speed and maybe got a little Busch up? Whoa.
Oh, Suarez into the wall. Off of Briscoe.
Long time.
That's a tough day, you know, when you're just a recipient.
Pretty hard, Travis.
Another off 4 loose. Was that off?
That was
loose
dirty
off
air.
4?
Chase Briscoe.
And the 14 up top, Briscoe.
Yeah, it looked like Briscoe was going to be able to get to the outside right at the last minute. McDowell came up, kind of made him pull on the wheel, try to get underneath of him. When he did, he got loose and unfortunately collected Daniel Suarez that was minding his own business.
I wonder if he jumped out of it on exit when he taps the 34. And Chase Briscoe, is all he's doing is trying to avoid it. And these cars are just much more of a handful. Unfortunately, clips Daniel Suarez.
I think that's exactly what's happened. He's getting, you can see where he's starting to.
Oh! Eric Jones.
Stay low, stay low.
Still green. Nope, caution now.
Yeah.
Jones back up the racetrack.
Woo.
That was too close for Bubba Wallace. He caught a little bit of Jones and then hard hit into the inside retaining barrier.
Keep rolling.
Well, this is certainly.
Jones under Tyler Reddick.
Oh, he's
running
loose.
7th.
Got loose and overcorrected. Much like Chastain did in practice session at California.
And the car won't steer at all, so he couldn't keep it from coming around here and back up on the racetrack. Now watch Bubba Wallace. See, just missed Eric Jones, but loses control.
And then about hit the pace car pulling out.
That's not very comfortable for a driver when the wheel's locked up and you have no control. You're just waiting for the thing to stop.
And you're
but
going to go
luckily it didn't hook. Luckily it didn't hook.
Yeah, he's got to get to the top. The top's going to have the biggest energy here. 21's going to come with a huge shove.
They are 2 and 3 wide behind him. Crossover. That's
comes.
Austin Hill in the 21. Big crash. Up and over. Caution is out. That's Myatt Snyder. It's Austin Hill who gets it done at Daytona, and here's what happened behind him.
That's just a bad scenario. Once you get turned around backwards, if he doesn't get hit in the front end, it probably doesn't get airborne, but it's just you got that other car wedging underneath the front to get the lift there. But it's great to see, like Chad talked about, the safety innovations of these cars. You know, to see Myatt just walk right out, that's a great sign.
And I would be anxious to see how close it was at the time of caution, because look right here, it looks like the 16's out front. Whew, it had to be really close.
The caution wasn't out at that point when they left our screen, so he was clearly ahead by the time he left the bottom of your monitors on television. But unfortunately, Anthony Alfredo getting into the back of the 31 and creating that issue.
Rear tire and went around and mayhem.
He sure did, and just like the one of Ross Chastain right in front of the field. This time collected a lot more cars.
Yeah, when you're up front like that, they're 2 wide stacked behind you. See Tyler Reddick in the outside. Right here, the car's going to wiggle. Looks to me like a right rear tire going down.
Joy had a rough ride there. Kyle Larson got turned.
Went down the wheel digging into the racetrack. right in front of Kurt Busch.
So we are under caution at lap 140. Byron and Dillon trying to hold off those two Toyota teammates, and here comes Hamlin.
Without the help of his teammate.
Two cars hard in the wall, and Austin Dillon, Kyle Busch crash.
More behind him.
Stacking up behind him.
Tied Dillon into the wall.
Dillon was blocking a little bit, makes the move. Kyle Busch decides to go up top, gets to the bumper of the three. He gets loose.
Touched him. It looked like he got to the rear bumper of Austin Dillon, and
Kyle
that turned
Busch
him sideways.
He is second guessing that decision right now.
Yeah, I don't think he thought Denny was going to start to bobble right there. Almost, maybe when Denny jumped up in front of him, too, took a little bit of downforce away from the three.
That discussion a few moments ago with his team about when Denny Hamlin is pushing him through the corners, how much it changes the effects of that race car, whether it's loose or tight, depending on which side of the bumper Denny gets to. Told Denny to calm down just a little bit back there. Denny said he was just trying to learn for later.
Oh no! Big crash on the back straightaway takes out William Byron, Kyle Busch, and Harrison Burton. Oh, crap.
Somebody was upside down. I don't know who it was.
Lap 63.
Off that right-hand side.
Come off the corner, the car got light exactly like I was talking about. Man, it went over too. I was right. Dang it. A lot of good cars. So, you know, pushing obviously on a rookie. Tony, you talked about it. Again, come off of that corner, got light, and that thing was long for the ride, but very aggressive pushing.
That is not at all what you're looking for. That kid is sitting there going, what happened? He said, lucky it didn't bite right there.
Yep.
And here's Harrison Burton on the radio.
Yeah, you can't push to the right, Brad. I mean, Dale. I know. Is it going in
Martinsville?
Or the end of Daytona.
Don't get out too far, Blaney.
Whoa! Denny
Into the
Hamlin
wall,
pushing
Larson
the
and
five.
Hamlin.
It kind of goes back to what you're saying, Clint. There's so much drag in that five car, pulling him back. That I think Denny was just trying to push him. Almost the same situation as his teammate Kurt gets locked onto him right here. When he gets to the right rear, just push it. Finally gets down to the left rear. Yeah, he just.
Chase Elliott took a shot in the right door.
Right, and I'm wondering if that will hurt that toe link that we talk about on the right rear, because it hit him pretty solid in the right rear.
Maybe he got the door.
Hopefully.
I think he got the door of the 9.
Head.
Oh, round the cars go on the back straight. I don't know who that is, but there's
got
several
one up
of
on
them.
top of it.
Yeah, it's 4 of them. 4-car pileup in the back straightaway.
Ooh, one almost went over.
And one of those was Alex Bowman, who just came back out on the racetrack. Austin Cindric got away from that one. Bowman now just pulling away. Corey LaJoie is involved.
You think these cars ain't tough, DW?
Oh, yeah.
I had one. I saw one up on top of the other one. Things are.
And you know, that just looks like a broken tire.
Here it comes.
Yeah.
Top of the screen, one car completely sideways. I believe that's Cindric.
There's that one I almost saw go over, the 16, I believe it was.
It was LaJoie that I saw first.
Yes.
Around backwards.
You're riding with Harvick.
Yeah, here it is. LaJoie right in his lap, right in front of him, nowhere to go.
Oh, my. Got creamed on the left side. Go straight, Yara.
Yeah, they can make the move, right? 47 went around. I think maybe another tire. I'm not sure.
Oh, and he gets piled into by Austin Cindric.
And the right rear was down. Right rear's on the wheel.
And a freaking tire go down again.
Yeah, that you can see that enters into turn 3. Boom. You can see exactly the same situation that happened with the 8 of Tyler Reddick. The tire goes down. You can see the wheel digging into the racetrack, creating that streak.
Blaney got through. Kyle Larson got turned by Christopher Bell. The 20 is trying to avoid here. Or vice versa. And we're going to ride.
That's tight.
Oh, we got a wreck.
And there they go, back behind the leaders. Brett Moffitt involved, Tommy Joe Martins, and several others.
I was looking for the 11. I think he made it through there. That's the bad part about having a problem in the middle of the race or towards the end. And I said to you, is he going to avoid the wreck?
Nope, the tail's ripped off the back of the 11.
Oh. Man, C.J. McLaughlin just got shot out of the draft there, and when he came back up, all bets were off.
Yeah, he got loose, and when he corrected it, just went the other way. That's the thing about mistakes at this racetrack. If it happens early, you can overcome it. Typically, because the field is not really intense. They're not really pushing it. So that's when you make your moves and can get back to the front. But at this point of the race, everyone's trying to work towards the front. Nobody's sitting right now and riding. So that's when the wrecks usually happen, is when the intensity comes up for everyone towards the end.
Watch him spinning out of control, but he slides pretty cleanly across the grass, and I don't know how bad he got it, but it appears to be pretty decent for Tommy Joe. There you see him going to that 44.
Remember the start of the race? He didn't have any water in that car. Look at him go now. Whoa!
Bane goes high into the wall. Here comes Ryan Seed down low.
Oh, no.
And the caution will be out.
47.
Barry's involved.
Cars.
Gregson's involved. Sage Karam hits the inside wall.
Justin Allgaier was involved. We're still on Sam Myers.
That's the big one that we've all been talking about. A lot of damage to the 18. We're just talking about how fast that car was, a 9.
And there was Bane really fast run right here. You got Ryan Seed trying to get underneath him, slows him down a little bit. He comes back up here in front of AJ Allmendinger. I think he felt like he was clear, but just wasn't quite there. Gets a little bump and into the wall, and then the car just kind of peels off the wall, Joseph, and gets all these guys.
Gosh, yeah, and you know, Trevor was clear. He was clear, but when he moved up in front of him, it was so tight to his back bumper, it looks like it loosened him up.
Yeah.
You know, and he got loose and chased it into the wall, and then he was still chasing. Here we go. You see Trevor move up in front of the 16. He's clear. It's just tight. Gets the air taken off into the wall. Now he's trying to catch it. He's still trying to catch it. They're 3 wide, and just collects everybody else. I mean, when I say everybody else, like everybody else.
Whoa, I don't know who made that move. That was a great move down the middle of the back. Somebody threaded the needle there.
And there goes the 9. Turned on the restart. And a big crash going into turn 1.
That was not ideal.
I didn't see that coming.
Easy here to say the trucks are coming out, back and down.
This is a parking lot.
Cow.
This is incredible.
Oh, we're still wrecking. Stay in it.
Start first overtime.
Spin the tires on the 1, or
Sam tried to time it, went a little early, and it slowed down, and then tried to go again, and that's obviously, as you know, an easy way to get your tires spinning, kind of stopping and going, and
yeah,
just
16 got into him about the time that happens, and then he turns his teammate.
The 16 was getting pushed from behind as well. I mean, it's just...
They're going to be 3 wide off 4 with that lap truck up high.
This is coming to the white flag. We've got trucks everywhere.
Eckes continuing to lead. Ankrum taking a look outside. Eckes comes up the block. The white flag is out, and now the yellow.
Is that going to be the race because the white came out?
Yes, I think it's a race. I believe that Zane Smith is going to be the winner.
The white flag did come out. He waved, the flagman waved the white with his right hand, and then the yellow came out immediately thereafter with the left hand.
And Zane Smith was the 4th place truck as they were exiting turn 4. So we're hearing they did not take the white. I mean, that's good news, bad news, but man, that was an incredible.
Tyler Ankrum tried to make a move to the outside, and Eckes trying to put the block on. There's that Eckes leading, and I watch Ankrum get to the outside, and Eckes moves up, and just a little bit of contact right there.
And that was John Hunter Nemechek trying to make a move, and he was pushing him and got him sideways, and then the Klingerman ended up flinging the 4 truck. And after that, you're along for the ride.
Yes, you are. Just fate will sometimes spin you through it without damage, but not a lot a driver can do when they pile up like that. This is just a big block.
Keep an eye on the 4 truck and the momentum that him and Klingerman have. And it's hard to extinguish it. And it's like, boom, there you get hit again. And then Klingerman ends up hitting the 4 truck.
Boy, and the 38 of Zane Smith just slipped right through there.
Sure did.
But the caution had been triggered in race control prior to that move, and that means we're going to go overtime as the white flag is
all right. So Stenhouse left his dancing partner. He went down, chose to go down and blocked it.
Whoa! Spinning around and into the fence goes Harvick, and it's a 7-car jam session.
Eric Jones is in it. Noah Gregson's in it. Dang it. Chase Elliott.
Keselowski there. And Bubba Wallace. Here comes Larson. Oh. Jammed up.
Larson had a huge run on the outside, and he was trying to slow that momentum down to get to him. But as he got to him, it kind of seemed like Kevin was having, the 17 was backing up to Kevin as well, and it just accordiated.
Yeah, the Harvick was having to slow down. Larson's got a huge run here, but
watch Kevin try to.
Kevin's got to run on the 17 at the same
time,
so Kevin has to check up here, and Kyle's got a ton of momentum.
Yeah, you saw Kevin kind of move to the outside, and Larson was trying to tee him up, square him up, so it was a good bump draft, and they both hit at an angle and spun him around.
And you could see how the exhaust pipes out of the 5 car. You could see where he lifted.
Yeah.
So it wasn't like.
Here's more from an ARCA driver.
Hey NASCAR fans, I'm Amber Balkan.
Crash out of turn 4. One car got sideways into the wall, and half a dozen cars are in it, including Joey Logano. Tyler Reddick will be Jacques Villeneuve gets into the back of Tyler Reddick.
Tyler Reddick, he was tank swapping in front of him way before Villeneuve got there. I don't know if it did because of contact right there, but man, right in Truex's lap. I think Kurt and Joey Logano are going to be okay.
Depends how much damage is on. There's the right side tires going down on Logano when he gets to that grass and bounces through it. Same for Kurt Busch. Saw a couple of drivers take evasive action down pit road, which is allowed.
We saw Tyler Reddick. He was already loose coming on the exit, off of the exit of turn 4 before Villeneuve got in.
I think he just lost it right in front of Jacques.
Ty Dillon, Kyle Busch doing a nice job of evasive maneuvers right there.